Want to have your clip featured in the Skyrim Clip of the Week? Simply record the clip on your Xbox and then send it to me via message. My gamertag is iRyanI, that's IRYENI, and then you can message it to me over Xbox and I'll be able to view it. I look forward to seeing the clips that you guys send me. Now moving on to the video. Hey, what's up guys, it's Ryan and welcome back to another episode of Modded Monday. We're on week number 168 now, guys. I've picked out 5 new mods for you guys to check out and perhaps add them to your load order if you find them interesting. So let's just jump straight into it. Starting off at our number 5 spot, we have the Zim's Dragon Improvements Heavy Version mod. Now this is a complete overhaul to how the dragons actually work in the game, and starting off with one of the first features, we have the unique dragon names, which makes all of the unnamed dragons in the vanilla game, which includes mod added dragons, they'll randomly be assigned one of 700 new names. This will make it so that no 2 dragons will receive the same name, so once all of them have been assigned, then they will spawn with generic names. But when have you played Skyrim and killed 700 dragons in a single playthrough? Yeah, I don't think so. This will make it so every dragon that you come across in the game will be extremely unique, and each of these names was written by the mod creator and is made of the 3 dragon words in accordance with the lore. This mod also changes the loot that you get from the dragons, such as the teeth trophies that you can now acquire, which is a unique tooth that can be taken from every dragon that is named in the game except for Alduin, including vanilla named dragons, and each of these teeth act as trophies and serve no actual purpose other than displaying your great kill. Dragons will now just drop dragon bones, dragon scales, and a dragon's tooth, as well as dragon ash, which is a new alchemy ingredient that comes in 2 varieties. There's a fire and a frost type of dragon ash, and each of these has a unique effect that reduces the shout cooldown times. Now you may be wondering, why would I want to carry around a tooth that serves absolutely no purpose, and why would I want to display it in my house? Because dragons are actually really easy to kill in this game. Well, no longer is that true. With the heavy version of this mod, the dragon breath attacks have been completely remade. This makes it so that dodging the dragon breath is a top priority during a dragon fight. It makes assessing the surrounding area and identifying your cover options important, and increases the challenge in dragon battles in a really fun way. It also makes the dragons feel like fire-breathing monsters and not big animals that use fire magic, which I think was one of Skyrim's main problems in trying to make the dragons really intimidating. You know, you have this really huge beast that's towering over everything, and whenever he uses his dragon breath attack, your character just kinda eats it. This makes it so that no matter what type of health you have, the dragon breath is a top priority to dodge, because it scales with the dragon's strength. Which means that even though I set my health to 1,000,000 for this dragon fight to get this footage, he was still able to kill me incredibly fast if he hit me with his dragon breath. This is because it inflicts damage equivalent to your current health per second, meaning that a blast from a fire or frost dragon is enough to kill you very quickly, so you'll have to dodge it by all means. But this doesn't necessarily mean that each dragon can just one-shot you, it just makes it so if you make a stupid play and you're out in the open and the dragon shoots his breath at you, you're pretty much gonna die. But if you get caught in a little bit of the breath and you get behind cover, then you'll be fine. You can also have your healing potions on the ready to get away from those fire attacks. So as you could probably tell, this is a complete overhaul to how the dragons actually work in the game, and I feel as though this is a mod that's going to stay on my load order from now on, because the vanilla dragons are just not that scary anymore. You know, we fought them several times and we know all their weaknesses, and it's not really that much of a challenge anymore, even if you start a new character and fight it right away. But this makes it so the dragons are a lot more dangerous, and it's actually believable that they're taking over Skyrim now. And that's definitely why this mod comes in at our number 5 spot, so I'd strongly recommend downloading the Zim's Dragon Improvements Heavy Version mod. Coming in at our number 4 spot, we have the Amulets of Skyrim. Now this mod adds over 230 new amulets and a few left and right rings to Skyrim, and gives these amulets to some of the named NPCs in the game. Most of these amulets are placed at several locations, and some are even sold by the amulet merchant who is at the Ragged Flagon. Ulfric Stormcloak and General Tullius also have their own unique amulet. The other unique amulets that you can find in the game is the ones for the 9 different holds. There's also hold-specific amulets for soldiers and officers. There's also guild amulets for the companions, College of Winterhold, Thieves Guild, and Dark Brotherhood, as well as the Greybeards that have a few special items waiting for you. There's also easy to convert Dragon Priest masks into smaller amulets to carry about, and amulets for your birth sign. You can now talk to Medesi and Riften and proudly wear your sign. There's also a huge change on the Ancient Nord amulets, and vampires and vampire hunters have special pieces to find. So this is a very simple mod that just makes it so that all of the amulets in the game look a lot better and more realistic, and it gives you more of a variety to choose from, because in the original game, the amulets all kind of looked the same. You know, a regular gold amulet was just pretty much a gold circle on your chest, and then the silver was just a silver one on your chest. You know, all of the different amulets in the vanilla game didn't really look too great, but all of these amulets are extremely unique, and I believe that one will fit for any different type of character that you have. So if you're someone who likes to dress in style, or you just simply want to show your birth sign on your necklace, then the Amulets of Skyrim is definitely a mod worth checking out, and that's why it's featured here at our number 4 spot, so I'd recommend downloading it. Coming in at our number 3 spot, we have the Voluptuous Grasses, the high density version. Now the mod page reads that this mod attempts to cover lots of ground and different grass types to your game world. There's also lots of grass variety that you could get lost in. This is a complete overhaul of the viscous grasses, which means that all the grass types for each area have been completely redone, and the short grasses, the undergrowth, and the rocks have been combined to have a better ground cover and effect to make everything seem more believable. There's also been an adjustment to the wind speed for a lot of the taller and thinner looking grasses to better stimulate that they do get thrashed around in the slightest breeze. It is also important to note not to mix this grass mod with any others, so if you're using my grass overhaul from the previous load order, which was the Tamriel Reloaded Grasses mod, make sure you disable that before you download this one, because it could cause some issues in your game. But if you do want to try this one out, I would recommend letting me know in the comments which one you prefer. If you've used the Tamriel Reloaded Grasses opposed to this one, let me know which one you like better, because I'm making a new load order video that's geared towards a survival playthrough, and the high grasses were something that I really enjoyed here, but if you guys prefer the Tamriel Reloaded ones, then I'll definitely keep that one installed. All in all, I do believe that this is the more realistic version, because these grasses look incredible, and the high density just makes it so it's a lot more realistic, because whenever you first start out the game, all the grass is up to your knees, and that's pretty much it. You know, there's not too many areas that are completely overgrown, but that definitely changes with this mod. There's a lot of areas covered with this mod that make it so the shrubs and the grasses go up to pretty much your shoulders, which is really cool to see whenever you're going around and hunting. And that's definitely why this mod comes in at our number 3 spot, so I'd recommend downloading the Voluptuous Grasses High Density mod. Coming in at our number 2 spot, we have the More Bandit Camps Explorer Mode mod. Now the mod page reads, have you ever wandered through Skyrim and missed how many bandit camps were in Oblivion and Morrowind? Well, this mod changes that. Now there's several more bandit camps, highwaymen, and stories to go along with them. Explore Skyrim like never before. This mod adds 30 plus new bandit campsites to the world of Skyrim, most of which with their own story. There's also new unique bandit NPCs in various highwayman locations. The rugged world of Skyrim will seem more dangerous and exciting with these additions, and these campsites range from big fort-styled camps with stockade walls and towers, to small detailed camps with interesting loot and stories. So why wouldn't you want a mod like this? It comes in at a very small size, coming in at 7.95 megabytes, and it has tons of customization options as well. You know, there's a lot of mods out there that cover certain areas in the game, so the 30 plus bandit camps that have been added with this mod may interact with some of yours that you have as well. But one of my favorite parts about this mod is there's a configuration menu book which allows you to enable or disable each camp as needed if you have conflicting mods. This means if you have another mod such as a house mod that covers an area that is also where one of these bandit camps is, you can disable that bandit camp and make it so it doesn't conflict with the other mods anymore. A feature like this is absolutely huge because it makes it so that this is compatible with pretty much any load order that you would have, because if anything conflicts with other mods, you can simply just disable that area. And another thing other than bandit camps that have been added by this mod is that there's now 10 highwaymen and highway women around Skyrim. Previously there were only 3 highwaymen, but now you can find highway women too, some near the gates of the other provinces and others scattered about. And just like I said about the previous grass mod that we covered, I would recommend this to anyone who loves to explore in the game and even go hunting, and with there being over 30 new locations to discover, each of them being unique and having their own story as well, it's just a perfect mod to add to your load order, and that's why it's featured here at our number 2 spot, so I strongly recommend downloading the More Bandit Camps Explorer Mode mod. Coming in at our number 1 spot, we have a player home called the Dragon's Blood Castle. Now this is located directly behind Pelagia Farm in the beautiful Whiterun Hold, and this massive home boasts several wonderful features, including a magnificent throne room fit for the savior of Skyrim where you can sit and relax and reflect on your victories and accomplishments, as well as a spacious master bedroom with a place to store and display your favorite weapons and armor from all across Tamriel, including the infamous Dragon Priest masks. There's also a relaxing bathroom complete with all 13 standing stones and every shrine for your worshipping needs, and an open concept dining hall and kitchen with enough space to seat all of your loyal followers and family. There's also a children's bedroom and a followers' quarters, each of which with 4 beds and spaces to train and practice, and a basement armory with plenty of mannequins, weapon racks, and cases for you to showcase the spoils of your conquests and victories. Finally, there's an outdoor balcony with a secondary bath where the Dragonborn can relax under the stars after a long battle or defeating some bothersome dragon, or maybe sit out on the deck to enjoy the view of Whiterun Hold. Now, as you can see, this house mod has everything that you're going to need, and it's very beautifully set up, and there's no wasted space at all, but it also gives you enough space to add things of your own as well, which I think is a very important aspect of creating house mods. You know, you do want to have everything in a small and compact area, but you also want to make it so that the people that have the customizable mods, such as Anna's unique spells and placeable statics, can customize the house to their own liking as well. With this house mod containing all of this and only coming in at 571.50 kilobytes, it's definitely a house mod worth checking out for the true Dragonborn. And that's why it's featured here at a #1 spot, so I strongly recommend downloading the Dragon's Blood Castle Player Home mod. So that's pretty much it for this week's episode of the top 5 Skyrim mods of the week. Hopefully you guys did enjoy, and if you did, I'd appreciate it if you left a like and subscribe if you're new. It really helps me out a lot. And if you have any suggestions for mods you'd like me to cover in future top 5 mod episodes, be sure to let me know in the comment section below, or you can follow me on Twitter. I'll be sure to leave my Twitter in the description, and you guys can follow me on there and leave me suggestions there as well. Special shout out to my Patreon supporters. Thank you guys so much for everything that you guys have done for me. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Hopefully you guys did enjoy, and I will talk to you guys later.